Hi, welcome to Living the Gym Life TV. Please subscribe. In today's video, we look at female bodybuilder Kashma Maharaj. Kashma Maharaj has been involved in sports since she was 7 years old. She started with martial arts and continued practicing presently. She also did gymnastics and ran track and field until she graduated from high school. She used to work out at home or guided by coaches for her various sports, but did not start lifting until she was 24 years old. When she first got into bodybuilding, she was around 100 pounds. She stepped on stage for the first time in 2008, weighing 104 pounds at her first contest, and quickly grew to a contest weight of around 135 pounds within her first year of competing. She then continued to grow until 2014, where she got to her maximum weight of 175 pounds. She decided to downsize and switch over to Physique because she wanted to continue competing, but there were no longer amateur events for female bodybuilders to earn a pro card, and the amount of competitions for pro female bodybuilders were reducing year by year as the Ifbb tried to phase out this category. She also got into wrestling during my bodybuilding career. At first, it was just for fun, but in 2017, she started training at the One Wrestling School in Largo, Florida, which is the developmental school for WWE recruits. Unfortunately, she was badly injured during training and had to stop for 9 months to undergo physical therapy and recover. In her spare time, she volunteered with dog shelters, work with underprivileged kids and women who are the victims of abuse. Kashma Maharaja is a college graduate with a BSc in Financial Management and minors in Marketing, Human Resource Management, and Information Technology Management. She is also a chartered financial analyst and has certifications for health, safety, and environment management with OSHA compliance. She is highly qualified with work experience in various full-time corporate jobs in fields ranging from the finance industry, consumer goods and manufacturing industry, oil, natural gas and energy industry, sports, health and fitness industry, the entertainment industry, and the marketing industry. She currently owns businesses that are based in Trinidad. She has always enjoyed watching sports and admired the bodies of athletic men and women. Kashma Maharaj has been participating in different sports since she was a little girl, starting with martial arts and running at the age of 8 years old, and then getting into gymnastics as she got a bit older. She loved being active and pushing her body. She never had to work out in a gym until she was almost 25 years old. She grew up working out on cardio equipment and some other bits of equipment that were at her home or in the high school and college gymnasium. But she was never exposed to weight training since this was not something that girls were encouraged to do. She started going to the gym based on her doctor's recommendations because she was suffering with gastrointestinal issues due to her high-stress job on the local stock market that led her to make bad lifestyle choices when it came to what she ate and how she rested. Her doctor created a very strict diet and suggested she works out and practiced in yoga and meditation. After going to the gym for a few months, she grew frustrated because she didn't know what she was doing and the people working at her gym were not very motivational or helpful. She saw an advertisement in the local newspaper for certification to become a personal and group fitness trainer. She was immediately interested and pursued this certification so that she would be able to effectively structure her diet and workouts to achieve the results that she sought. While undergoing her certification in 2005, she started practicing what she learned on herself and noticed results very quickly. Her eagerness to learn more about health, fitness, and nutrition led her to begin teaching various group fitness classes and offer personal training at several gyms on the island. She also started working on a local fitness television show called Fit for Life. In 2006, she was separated from her husband and they finally divorced in 2007. This breakdown in the marriage was one of the reasons she started working out harder and spending more time in the gym. It was her therapy and place of refuge. She didn't want to stay at home alone. She didn't want the comfort of her friends and family, and she didn't want to go out and socialize. So the gym became her second home. She was able to deal with her thoughts and her emotions there without scrutiny. She was able to ventilate and eventually make herself stronger, not just physically, but also emotionally and mentally. Her body transformed into a shredded, lean physique with decent vascularity. Many people encouraged her to compete. At that time, she had never seen a bodybuilding show or a real bodybuilder. She started training herself to compete based on what she read in various fitness and muscle magazines after her divorce. She became involved with a bodybuilder who had great potential to do well internationally since he had already triumphed consistently on the local stages. He encouraged her to lift heavy, eat more and add muscle. When we met, she was barely a 100 pounds and he was a little heavier than 240 pounds. He used to joke that she needed to get stronger so that she would be able to pick him up and carry him out of a building in case there was a fire or he had collapsed. His encouragement and knowledge on proper training and nutrition for growing muscle started her growth spurt in her foray into bodybuilding. She did her first contest in 2008 and won. It was a very rewarding feeling to win her first show since she was very nervous and was up against athletes who had been competing for several years. It was a triumph on many levels. One was winning the competition, the other victory was overcoming her shyness and stage fright by stepping on a stage in front of hundreds of scrutinizing eyes. It was also overcoming her personal fears and insecurities about her body that were deeply rooted within her since childhood. Kashma suffered third-degree burns on the left side of her body when she was 7 years old and had always shied away from wearing shorts, skirts, and swimsuits. Kashma wanted to hide the burns and hate being asked about them. She had also always been teased about her thick thighs from a very young age and always felt that something was physically wrong with her because of her ugly burns and because her legs were larger than the other girls and boys. Her victory on stage was also a way of overcoming the negativity she heard from people about her working out and wanting to compete. And lastly, it was an empowering victory because she did something that was not normal for Indian women to do. Bodybuilding was not a sport for Indians or a sport for people who had a good education and high-paying job. Winning was so sweet and so addicting that after stepping on stage in 2008, she was determined to compete at the highest level possible and make her tiny mark in history. Being a female athlete and a female bodybuilder was not a normal thing in Trinidad. She didn't have a huge amount of support from anyone when she got started. Her friends and family didn't like it and didn't understand why someone with a college degree and great job experience wanted to be a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders were seen as dumb. Also, because she was from an Indian family, it was not normal for Indian girls to be into sports or to be seen on stages in bikinis. It was a big social fox pause and taboo to do what she was doing. Kashma has always been an independent thinker and somewhat of a rebel.